In this class, we are going to discuss about access specifiers, otherwise known as access modifiers. And before coming to this class, it is expected that you have the fundamental knowledge about OOPS, object oriented programming, and the concept of class and object. We know that every class has data members and member functions, or we may say the data members and methods. In Java, we say it is as methods. Method describes the behavior of the class, behavior of the objects of that class, and data member describes the properties of any object of that class. Now, those members, the data members and the methods of a class, which are generally the members of a class, can be accessed, or it is visible to some part of the program, not at all part of the program. That means, we can restrict the visibility of the members of a class by using access specifiers. That is what the use of access specifiers or access modifiers are. It specifies the accessibility of the members of a class. There are 4 access specifiers. There are 4 access specifiers: private, default, protected, and public. Private, default, protected, and public. Now, let us discuss each one of them. How private can be used to restrict, to provide the accessibility to the members. How default, protected, and public, each one is giving accessibility to the members of a class. Now, let us first discuss about private. Private, if the access specifier or access modifier of a member is private, then the accessibility of that member is within that class. The accessibility of that member is within that class. Let us understand this with one example. That member can be accessed only within the class. So, we are discussing about private member, private access specifier. Suppose there is a class A. There is a class A and there are 2 members, one data member and another member function. One data member and one member function. This member function is going to display suppose I say it is going to display it is going to display the value of data here. It is going to display the value of data. So, this is the definition of a class A. As you can see, there are the access specifier here for the data member data, it is private. For the member function also, it is private. The data is a data member, the access specifier is private, and for the method message MSG, the access specifier is also private. What it means? These two members can be accessed only within this class. These two members can be accessed only within this class. As you can see, I access data here within the method MSG, I access the data member data. It is going to display the value of data there. Now, if I am going to access it outside of the class, how it could be? If suppose I am going to create one object of this class A in class B, so how we can create it? A, suppose the object is A1 and equal to using the operator new, and this is how we can create the object A1. This object is, this A1 is the object of class A. Now, if I am going to through this object, if I am going to access this MSG, if suppose I write here A1.msg, I call the method MSG, this will give you compilation error here. This will give you, at this point it will give you compilation error. If we run the program, we save it as b.java, we save the program as b.java and we run it, you will get compilation error at this place. Because why it show here compilation error? Because we have defined MSG as a private member of class A and we are going to access it outside of class A. You see, this is the scope of class A. This area what I marked here, it defines the scope of class A and this area defines the scope of class B. Because this is a private member, so it can be accessed only within the scope of class A. So, as I am going to access here within the scope of class B, so this will give you compilation error. Okay. So, only private members can be accessed within the class. As we access data here, there will be no error because data is a private member of class A and I am going to access this data, I am going to access this data here within the scope of class A. Okay. So, this is what about the access specifier private. Then coming to the next access specifier, and there are two points you have to remember about private access specifier, that no class can be defined. No class can be defined with private access specifier. No class can be defined with private access specifier, and constructors are never going to be private. Constructors are never declared private. Constructors are never declared as private member of any class. You just remember this point, these 2 points. Whenever you define a class, you cannot make it private, and whenever you define a constructor within a class that also cannot be a private member of the class, because constructor is executed whenever the object is created, and once a class is defined, the object of the class may be defined, may be created anytime, anywhere. So, if you make the constructor private, then at the time of creating the object, when it try to invoke the constructor, it cannot, because it is a private. If you have declared it as private. So, then next moves to, we will move to default, move to the next access specifier, which is default. Default access specifier, what is the use of this? Now, if a member, data member or member function or method of a class is declared as a declared with a default access specifier, then that member can be accessed within the package. That member can be accessed within the package. Now, what a package is? A package is a collection of, what a package in Java, you must know this before coming to this class. I am telling you in brief that package is a collection of similar classes. Okay, a collection of similar type of class, related class. We group them together into one file, that is called a package. Okay. Now, if in one file if you define a package and within the package you have many classes, then a member, if a member is declared as default, where is declared with a default access specifier, then that member can be accessed by any class within that package, not beyond the package. Okay. That means the accessibility is more accessibility is more than private, but it is restricted, more restricted than protected, the next access specifier. So, it is more relaxable than private. Private is very much restricted, it only can be accessed within the class, but default is a little bit relaxed, that a member defined as default, defined with default access specifier can be used by any of the class or can be accessed by any of the class within the package. Okay. Now, to understand this, let us see with one example. If suppose we define a package, this is how we define a package. Suppose P1, this is my package name, I define a package. You just make a Java file in which you define, you write the first statement package, then the package name, following are all the classes that is going to be a part of this package. Now, in this package I have a class A with suppose only with a method that is declared with default access specifier . Okay. Now, in the same package, if suppose I have another class that is B, in the same package I have another class B, and I create one object of class A here, I create one object of class A here, that is A1. Okay, and I am going to access, I am going to, let me define it here also. This is going to give you a message hello. Okay. So, this is the end of the method, then this is the end of the class. Okay. This is the scope of the class. Okay. Now, in class B I create one object of class A, that is A1, and using A1 I am going to call the method that is defined with default access specifier. it takes no argument, you just call the method. Okay, and here it is going to give you the output hello. It will give you the output hello. If you run, then this is going to give you the output hello with a main function. I have not written a main function here. If suppose I include a main function, then it is public static void main. Okay. Now, if I run this program, okay, then it is going to give you the output hello. Or if I include this package, I use the package P1 here. I define the package P1 here. It is having two classes A and B, and I am going to access the object. I am going to access one member, a method that is defined with default access specifier, and I am going to create one object of this class A in another class B. It is a different class, not within the class A. Now, when I call the method MSG, then it is going to execute it, okay, because this access specifier used here is the default access specifier. Okay. Now, remember, the default access specifier is the default access specifier. That means, if you do not mention any access specifier for a member, then that access specifier is going to be the default access specifier. That means, if you do not mention any access specifier here, then JVM assumes that this member is going to be with a default access specifier. That means, default is the default access specifier in Java. Okay. Now, coming to the next, now if you use this package in another package, suppose I define this class A and I declare the member MSG in package P1. If suppose I am going to import this package in another program to check what error it gives, you can check it like this. Now, if suppose I import this package in another program, this is the program. Suppose this, you save this program as d.java, then you create this program as this program d.java and this program as test.java. Okay. Then you import the package here, import package, import P1 the package dot star. You just import P1 here and you define the class here in another program. This is class B, and here within the method main, within the main method, if you create one object of A, you can create one object of A because you can create one object of A here, because this is a different program, test.java. Let us give the name of this class file as Java, class name as Java, because it contains the main method, and you remember any class which contains the main method, that must be the name of your program, that is test.java. Now, you can create one object of class A here, because A is a part of the package P1 and P1 is imported here. We import P1 here to this program test.java. So, we can create one object, but if you try to access this member MSG if you try to access this member MSG method को अगर call करोगे MSG method, if you call the method MSG here, then this will give you here compile time error. This will give you compile time error. Because now you are going to access this method outside of the package. The package is P1. Default, this message is because there is no access specifier mentioned, so it is a it is defined with default access specifier. And what says default access specifier? If a member, that member defined with default access specifier can only be accessed within the package, though outside the class, but within the package any of the class, any other class can access it, not outside of the package. But we are trying to access here, access it here in another program, that is test.java. We are importing the package P1 here, and as you call this, this will give you compile time error. In the first example, it was okay. In this example, it will give you error. That means this is defined. This error comes because it is defined with default access specifier. Then coming to the next one, protected access specifier. Protected access specifier. Protected access specifier. Now, protected access specifier is more accessible. It has more accessibility than default access specifier. Protected access specifier has more accessibility than default access specifier, but it is more restrictive than public access specifier. So, if a member is defined with the access specifier protected, it only can be accessed outside of the class. It can be accessed outside of the class. It can be accessed outside of package also. It can be accessed outside of package also, but only a subclass can access the protected member of its superclass. Only a subclass can access the protected member of its superclass. That is the restriction. Accessibility is expanded, but restriction is still there, and it is more restrictive than public. The next one, the next access specifier we are going to discuss. Let us understand this with this example, how it is. We define a package here. Within the package, there is a class A, and there is a method and there is another package. If suppose I say I define two different packages, because we are going to see whether what we understand protected members can be accessed outside package, outside of its own package. It can be accessed outside of its own package. Now, the first package I defined is pack. Now, the second package I defined is my pack. In my pack, I import this pack. In this package my pack, I import the package pack that is previously defined. And now here we define a class B, and in this class we are going to create one object, suppose A1, and using A1 we are going to access MSG, the method that is defined in the package. We forget to define the specifier here, protected. The specifier is protected here with the protected access specifier we are going to see, and class B is inherited from class A. Class B is inherited from class A. You see the keyword extend. The keyword extend is used when we perform inheritance. Class B is inherited from A. That means B is the subclass, A is the superclass, and the properties and the members inheriting from A to B. Now, let us see this member, the protected member MSG is inheriting to this class or not, to this class B or not. Now, creating one object of B. Now, suppose if we create one object here of class B, that is suppose B1, and you are going to access MSG. So, what it will give you the output? This will give you the output hello. This will not give you any error. This will not give you any error. In the previous case, when I said that if this member is default, if there is no access specifier, that member means the access specifier for the member is default, this line will give you error. But here, because the member is defined as protected, is defined with access specifier protected, so it means what it says, a protected member can be accessed by any of the subclass outside of the package. It can be accessed outside of the package. This is package pack, this is package my pack. They are two different packages. It can be accessed outside of package, but only a subclass can access the protected member of its superclass. So, here the subclass is B and the superclass is A. As you can see, B extends A. That means B is inherited from A. So, it will give you output hello. Okay. Now, coming to the last one, that is public access specifier. The last access specifier what we will discuss is public access specifier. Public access specifier is any member defined as public defined with public access specifier is more accessible than private, default and protected, and there is no restriction because the member is public. That means anybody outside of the class can access that member. That is why the name of that access specifier is public, and let us try to understand this with one example. In case of protected, another point, in case of protected, no class can be defined with protected access specifier also. No class can be defined as a private or protected access specifier, okay, with private and protected access specifier. The last one is the public access specifier. So, let us discuss, let us try to understand the public access specifier with some example. A public member can be accessed anywhere. A public member, it can be accessed anywhere. The property of public access specifier is that it can be accessed anywhere. It can be accessed anywhere. That is why the name is public. It can be accessed outside of the class, it can be accessed outside of the package, it can be accessed anywhere if it is declared as a declared with a public access specifier. Now, let us try to understand this with one example. It defines a package here . And there is a public class A, and within which there is a method, public method, that is message. What it displays is a message only, this message hello. This is the end of this class and the end of this package. Then another package I define, in another package my pack, I import pack. Okay, I import pack and I define a class here, class B, and in this I create one object of class A. I create one object of class A. As you can see, it is obj, and I using the object I call the method MSG. Okay, I call the method MSG. So what output it is going to give? This also is going to give you the output hello. It is going to print this message. It is going to print the message because this member is declared public. But the difference is that in the last when I explained protected, I defined class B as the subclass and class A as the superclass. But here you see there are two different classes. A is a different class, B is a different class. There is no relation between A and B. But still the class inside class B, I am able to access the member of class A, that is the method MSG. So how I am able to access the method the member of class A inside class B? Because that member I am accessing inside class B is declared here as a public member. As you can see, it is declared with the access specifier public. Okay, that is why I am able to access it here directly, and this is going to give you the message. It is going to access the method MSG and it is going to give you the message hello. Okay, this is all about the access specifiers in Java, and let us sum of all these what we understand with one table. Let us sum up the idea what we discuss here in one table. Just to remember that what is the role of each access specifier for a member when we are writing a program. You just remember this table. Just remember this table which describes each of the access specifier. ଆପଣ ଅଛି ଏଇଟା ଲଗାଉନାହାନ୍ତି। So we have 4 access specifier: private, default, protected, and public. This is the column describes within the class what is the visibility, what is the accessibility of each one of the member is, if it is declared as private, default, protected and public within class. And outside class outside class. All this describes outside class, that is within class, and these three describes outside class. Now if it is outside class, then it may be within the package, it may be within the package, or it may be outside the package, it may be outside package in subclass, outside package in subclass. That is what the restriction is. It can be outside package, sorry, within package means these two, within the package, within the class, this is outside of the class, this is within class, these three describes outside the class, outside of class. Now outside of class means within, maybe within the package, within the same package, or maybe outside of the package in another subclass, okay, in a derived class, or it may be outside of all, anywhere, outside anywhere, outside of class, outside of package, outside of anything, you can access it anywhere. If that is, then private members can be accessed within the class, they cannot accessed within the package, they cannot be accessed outside package, they cannot be accessed anywhere. Sorry, yes, they cannot be accessed anywhere outside of the package. Now default, they can be accessed within the class, they can be accessed within the package, but they cannot be accessed outside of the package and anywhere, okay. And protected access specifier, if a member is protected, defined with protected access specifier, then it can be accessed within the class, obviously it can be accessed within the package, and it can be accessed outside of the package but within a subclass, in a derived class. If the member which you are accessing belongs to a superclass, then you can access it access that member in one of its subclass outside of the package, then not anywhere. But this public specifier, if you define any member with public access specifier, it could be accessed within the class, it could be accessed within package, it could be accessed outside of package in subclass, and it could be accessed outside anywhere. So what we understand from this is private members are less accessible, more restrictive than default, and defaults are more accessible than private but more restrictive than protected. More accessible than private, it could be accessed at these two places, but more restrictive than protected. Protected can be accessed in three ways, it can only be accessed in two places. And protected, it is more accessible than default but less restrictive than public, and public is public, it can be accessed anywhere. There is no restriction of accessing any public member, okay.